Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to go through my empties, show you what I finished, what is good, what I'm planning on repurchasing or have already, and what I'm just saying goodbye to. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. I had a lot of face setting mists, and it's been really hard for me to work through these because the only ones I'm really loving are hydrating ones. And so even the packaging is old, so you'll know how old this is, but this is the All-Nighter from Urban Decay. I had a mini size, and it took every ounce of what I was worth to finally finish that because it leaves my skin really dry. It does set your makeup in place all day, but I would trade a little bit of that hairspray on my face feel for a little more moisture. This I couldn't finish. I finally just had to get rid of it. This is from Ulta. It's their 50 Sun Protection Broad Spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen. It's their rose water setting spray. It's like, what? It's like the longest thing ever. It's supposed to be matte. It's supposed to be water resistant for 80 minutes, UVA, UVB protection. And I sprayed this. I got this last summer. I was trying to find a way to continue to reapply SPF to my face. And this was the most noxious concoction. They don't even sell it anymore. But because it was so bad, it really makes me like not even want to try anything else from the Ulta brand. It wasn't a good face setting mist. It came out in spurts, and if it gets in your eyes, that's it. You're gonna cry for the rest of the day and you're gonna ruin your makeup. I finished the Max Fix Plus. This is the rose scent. I really like the rose scent. I like the Fix Plus as well, but the problem that I have is that the sprayer sometimes, and I try and make sure that it's not clogged, but sometimes as it sprays out, it comes out less in a mist and more in a spurt, and I get dots on my face. I can't stand that. So although I like the product, I wish they were upgrading their sprayer. That would really help. I had a hard time getting through this one too. This is from Skin & Co. This is their Truffle Therapy Illuminating Skin Refresh Mist Radiant Dew. This wasn't radiant. This wasn't refreshing. This wasn't illuminating. This was dry and chemically, and it burned, and I don't recommend. That came in a BoxyCharm, so okay, that's all my setting sprays. Some skincare. I finished another Beet Shield. This is my preferred SPF. I'm trying something different right now. I had for the last almost 2 years repurchase, and I go through about 6 of these a year. Like every couple months I'll need a new one. But I decided, because you're only getting 1.7 ounces in here, to try something a little bit larger for the same price. So I'm using the Klairs, I think it's their Airy SPF. It's again SPF 50, PA 4+ rating. It's a really good SPF. It doesn't also get in my eyes and make me cry. I like that this one doesn't do that either. Not that it's like trying to get in my eyes, but if I happen to get any in my eyes, this one doesn't make me cry, neither does the Klairs. I also find that it plays well with makeup. Not all SPFs do. I really tend to like Korean formulated ones. This one's really nice. It's really hydrating, and so is the one from Klairs. So I'll have to give you a full review on that. But it's the first time that I finished one of these and I haven't opened up another one. I do have another one, and it's really good, and I would totally recommend it. But I'm trying to see if I can find one where I get a little bit more SPF for the price that I paid for this. This is like $20, $22, and the other one's about the same price, and you get a little bit more. Another product from Crave that I absolutely love is their Great Barrier Relief. And this is one of those where like I stand it on its head until all the product falls and I can get as much out of there. Like once the pump doesn't work anymore, that's the one thing I wish, is that I could get every single ounce of this product out with the pump. I get most of it out. It's not a problem until like the last week's worth of product, and I'm like, I will get it all. So I stand it on its head, and then I open it up and I start using this to scrape every last little bit out that I can. And I'm diligent because this is one of my favorite. It's a serum, but I use it like a serum, and in the summertime, even as a face cream. It's beautiful. It's one of those that helps to kind of calm my skin. My skin can get really red, especially in warm weather. So summertime, this is like a perfect lightweight moisturizer. And in the wintertime, this really helps to maintain my skin barrier so that I don't end up losing a lot of moisture. This is beautiful. This is one of the things once I started using this the day that it launched, I bought it and I've never been without one. And I go through about 4 of these, maybe 5 of these a year. Beautiful. And at $28, it's really not that expensive for skincare. I finished a whole jar of this, and it's weird looking at it like, what is that? Normally it's filled with a really beautiful kind of aqua-y teal gel. This is the Peach and Lily Super Reboot Resurfacing Mask. I love this mask. This replaced the mask that I used to wear from The Ordinary, the bright red one that's their AHA, BHA 2% resurfacing mask, which is a good mask. And I do have some of that still. But I find that even though this is like way more expensive, even price per ounce, because you're getting 2.7 ounces and you're only getting 1 ounce of the one from The Ordinary. It is almost twice as expensive, but it's more cosmetically elegant. And the other one has a Tasmanian pepperberry in it, which makes it kind of have that blood red look, which I end up getting on all my washcloths. And I was like, then I can't get the stains out. So this one is great. I should just get darker washcloths, but I like the way this one feels on my skin. It's not as drying, it's not as stripping, but it still exfoliates. And the other one, if I use it like once a week, after about 3 or 4 months, my skin is like, and I can't, especially not in winter time. But then I have like a lot of texture cropping up on my chin. So this is what I use once a week. It's beautiful. I love this. I already have another one of these, but at first I was like, wait, what is this? Because I'm used to seeing blue on the inside. So I recently started using this again. This is The Ordinary's Glycolic Acid 7% Toning Solution. I had purchased another one of these. This one was down to like here. I'm like, oh, I should get another one of those. But it had been sitting on my counter and I hadn't been using it. And I hadn't been using it. I fell out of the habit of using it. And then I started realizing my texture was really increasing. That I was getting hormonal acne outbreaks that I hadn't had for a long time, and I realized it's because I stopped using this. And here's the crazy thing, you know why I stopped using it? Because I ran out of cotton squares. And after like a week of, oh yeah, I need to get cotton squares, then I just forgot about it. And then with all the other skincare I have out, I quit using it, and then I'd been dealing with a lot of texture down here. I started reintroducing this, and I can't just go like twice a day straight out of the box. I have to build up to that. And I probably, now that winter's coming, just once a day, like in the evening. But this has really gotten rid of a lot of the little tiny bumps here that never really, they're just bumps. They don't ever come to a head. They don't ever get red. They're just annoying. And then sometimes I'll get a giant hormonal acne flare up and it switches side to side. And I'd gotten over doing that had happened all through my late 30s into my early 40s. And then I finally got it all under control and it started cropping up again this summer. And I was like, is this mask me? What is this? I think it's because I quit using my daily exfoliator. And now that I have in the last 3 weeks, I haven't had any problems. We'll see, but I'm glad to be using that again. I finished up this. This is Tatchas the Silk Peony. This is an eye cream. It took me a year to get through this, and I use this day and night for a year. Now, you might use more than I do. I found that this was a really hydrating eye cream, and it ended up making my under eyes so hydrated that concealer, corrector, powder, I have to use a really light layer during the day, but I use a slightly thicker layer at night, and I can't believe it took me this long to get through this. I do have a mini sample size of this that I might pull out. I don't know whether I'm going to repurchase this. This is, I think it's like $60 or $80. I want to try some other eye creams. I tried, and you know, to stick with one for a whole year, that's a long time, but it was good and it worked. But I'm wondering if I can find a less expensive alternative. I'm going to start checking out a few others. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. But this was good. And if you like Tatcha products, it's definitely a recommendation. I'm just looking for something at a lower price point that's still going to offer me that under eye hydration that I need. I only have one hair product, and this surprised me. This is from L'Oreal. This is from their professional line. It's their Series Expert Nutrifier. Glycerol Nutrifier. So this is the only mask from L'Oreal, from their professional line, that doesn't have silicones in it. And I have stopped using silicones and sulfates in my hair to maintain my curls. And I find that my hair is happiest, but I really liked this. And normally it's $44, but I got it on sale for $9.97, and I picked up 2 jars I don't know when it was, maybe last winter, last fall, and I have finally gotten through both of them since I cut my hair off last September. I haven't needed, normally I'd go through a tub this size. I think this is like 8 ounces. I would go through a tub this size in like 2 months. But it took me a long time to work through 2 of these. This is a really great product. I like it a lot. I wouldn't pay $44 for it though. Again, trying to save a buck here and there. Down to just the makeup items. I guess this isn't really a makeup item. I have a little mini of the Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is in the original berry. It still smells really good. I have finally busted into my large apple lime Laneige lip sleeping mask, but these guys, I love this, and I can't seem to not continue to repurchase the products from Laneige. That lip sleeping mask is my fave. I did finally finish my Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. This, I got to the point where I wanted to get everything out of it, so I took the stopper out. I was like, I will get it all. This is a great concealer. I use the shade Lace, and I'm debating whether I need another one of these. But I don't. I have so much other concealer I need to get through. If I were to write down a list of like holy grail concealers, if I didn't have like 50 other concealers just sitting here staring at me, I would repurchase this. But I feel like I have other concealers that are good, that are doing a good enough job, that I can finish those first. But this is going on my list of when you're out of really good concealers, this one's at the top of the list. I love. I can't believe it took me this long to finish this. This is a mini of the Kush Lip Balm from Milk. I got to the point where I was like using my finger to scrape out the last of it. This is a really nice lip balm, but I don't know that it's a good enough lip balm for the price. It's kind of expensive. This mini came in last year's Give Me More Lip Set, and it was where they had like half of it was balms and glosses and the other half was lipstick. And I think the reason it took me this long is because I found it when I was swapping out purses. I found it in the bottom of one of my purses that I hadn't used since, I don't know, early 2020. And so I was like, okay, you're back in rotation. I really like this, but I don't think I would repurchase. I was kind of tempted because I saw a holiday Kush lip balm set, and I was like, no. You've got plenty of lip stuff. You don't need any more, but this was nice. There you go. Oh, almost forgot. These are all empty, but these are soap bars. I know they're okay. They're handmade soaps from my favorite soap company called Missouri River Soap. And I finished up one that was really pretty. It was a swirly rainbow pattern called Raspberry Lilac. Another one called Neon Rainbow. And this one was just like, you know, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, but all in neon colors. And then we're currently using, and I'm almost done, it's like down to a sliver, one called Embers. And this is one of the fall scents where it smells kind of smoky and delicious. And my husband loves it because these guys were, you know, raspberry lilac and I think some sort of a fruity scent. I've gone through 4 of these bars, these full-size bars, since I made a purchase in August, and I love this. They're so good. The only downside is that it's an actual bar of soap, so I need to put forth a little bit more effort when I'm scrubbing out my bathtub, but it's worth it because the soap is really that amazing. I would love to know what sorts of things you finish, what things you go back to and you repurchase, things that you know, I want more of this, and things that just were a total fail. Let me know what that is for you. Thank you so much for watching today. Have an amazing day. I will see you again soon. Bye.